Hey, what's up, YouTube? VG coming to you live here from London, UK. Just a very quick video, unannounced, just to let you know that this just arrived today. It is, of course, the long-awaited Memento Mori album from our favorite band, Depeche Mode. And I'm looking forward to jumping into this. I've been getting a lot of correspondence over the last 48 hours from people asking me, have I heard it yet? What do I think of it? And I'm sort of going to I'm refraining from reading a lot of the comments because a lot of the comments are, everyone has their strong opinions. And people are really in two camps, as they are most of the time, but people seem quite divided on this one, much as they were on the Spirit album. A lot of people are saying things like they loved it. I've had people saying that this is very emotional, it made them cry, which was nice to hear. Not that I want to hear you cry, but it's nice to hear that something's that good. But of course there is the other camp that said they were disappointed. I find a lot of the producers in my community are finding this to be not up to standard, and they have the sort of the strongest criticisms towards it. But then, of course, there are sort of, fans who are not producers who just feel that this is not up to par. So I'm a little bit nervous for that reason, because as you guys know, it's, I have not held back on my criticism, particularly on the last album. And even though I'm a huge fan, I believe in being honest and authentic. So if I don't like something, I've got to give a reason as to why I don't like it. But if I don't like it, it doesn't mean you shouldn't like it. It's just an opinion. And I'm very flattered and grateful that so many of you are, value my opinions. I appreciate that. But, I'm also aware of the fact that my opinions, although I try to back it up as best I can, they're only my opinions. So, they don't take them as the gospel of truth. I'm very nervous. I am nervous because I want to love this, and I don't want the fact that I want to love this to kind of skew my judgment, but it won't, because I know I will just be brutally honest. I must mention that I did get the album was leaked, and I received a lot of links from a lot of you. Thank you very much, wanting to share it with me. I just felt from a sort of principled point of view. I'm not trying to get all moral here, but I just felt that I as an independent artist would hate it if someone leaked my album and just listened to it. And I know a lot of people listen to my music for free and anything, and I'm glad they listen to it. But it is so hard as an independent artist to make a living, and I also coach artists, and it's for that reason that I refrained from listening to the bootlegs, even though I was very, very curious. And of course, I'm not trying to preach, because a lot of the fans did say, hey man, we just wanted to listen to it, but we will buy the album, and that's fine. I'm not here to preach to you. I just felt, for me, I'm a man of rituals, and ever since Depeche Mode, ever since I fell in love with Depeche Mode in high school, every time they released an album, I would buy it, and there was a ritual. I'd sit down, and I'd listen to it on the turntable, or with CDs, and that ritual has continued up until the last album. I always buy it, and I like to indulge and listen to it. Of course, now that I've got this YouTube community that values my opinions, I listen to it with a lot of care and attention. I will release a video soon with my sort of initial reaction. Now, I know my channel is well known for doing these sort of in-depth Depeche Mode album review series. Please understand that the video that I will release in the next few days will be an initial reaction. It's just going to be like, hey man, this is my initial reaction. It would be unfair to kind of jump into an album review on an album that I've only heard for a few days. And also, I've said this before, that Depeche Mode's music, although I love the band so much, their music takes a while to grow on you. Even my favorite, even I think of some of my favorite songs, like Walking in My Shoes and songs like that. When I heard them the first time, I didn't dislike them, but they took a while to grow on me. So I think, like with a lot of Depeche Mode's music, it's it's a grower. And I find that songs that take a while to grow on you, once they get under your skin and into your heart, they become a part of you. And I'm hoping that's indeed the case here. And I really want to love this I want to love this album. I'm absolutely gunning for them. As I say, following the disappointment that was Spirit, I really want this to be a great album. And basically, the only two songs I've heard from this obviously are the Ghosts Again song, which I instantly liked. That really instantly resonated with me. Some people were quite surprised that I liked it because they thought it was a bit too poppy. And in my criticisms of Spirit, I said, not that I was telling Depeche Mode what to do, but I just said, guys, you know, you have released some of the most outstanding electronic music of our time. You don't need to push this whole innovative thing. Just give us a sincere, heartfelt record. And that's what I got from Ghosts Again, you know. There were producers who criticized it for its lack of, you know, you know, drum programming and things like that. But and of course, when I give my opinions, I come at it not as a music journalist, because I'm not a music journalist. I'm a musician and I'm a fan and I'm a producer. So I like to come at it as a fan, a musician, and a producer. So I can attack it from different angles. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm right. It's just my opinion. And I always try to back up my opinion as to, so I like to go into detail as to what I mean. But at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. Yeah, so there's not much to say, really. I'll just say I'm really excited about it. I want to love it, and I'm gunning for it, because after hearing Ghosts Again, and then after hearing My Cosmos Is Mine, My Cosmos Is Mine was obviously a very different type of song to Ghosts Again. Ghosts Again's a very sort of poppy, kind of eyes wide open, very, very sincere, not sort of in a throwaway pop way, but very sort of sincere. And then, of course, we got My Cosmos Is Mine, which is typically a kind of opener track. You know, it's kind of like the song they'd open with on a gig. And indeed, I saw some of the gig footage from a gig in America yesterday, and I was very impressed. I'm so happy. I'm like, my boys are back. They're sounding great. You know, they're looking great, and it sounded great. You know, just based on what I heard from from a phone recording. So I'm really excited about this, and because I do think this is probably. I'm not saying this is going to be the last of Dave and Martin. We'll probably see them in solo projects, or I don't. But I do get the feeling that this is probably the last Depeche Mode album. So I really, for that reason, I'm really gunning for it, and I really, really want to love it. So that's all I have to say for now, my friends. Thank you as always for your support. I really appreciate you and your support. So leave your comments below. Let me know what you've thought of it. But I will actually refrain from reading these comments. I'm going to go and listen to this, and then I'm going to return with a video, an initial reaction video where I just go, okay, this is what I'm thinking initially, and then I will return later with a more in-depth review. That's all for now, my friends. Thank you so much for your support. Lots of love. Watch the space. There's a lot more to come. I'll see you soon. Adios. How do you stop this? I've never done it from a smartphone before. I think it's this one here. Bye now.